Three, two, one. And we're now sitting here with Howard Dean, the official drummer for grandmother
Florida
Flora
Mayo.
I always get her name a little confused.
Florida Mayo.
Florida Mayo. And amazing drumming you did, amazing ceremony, lots of energies moving.
Thank you, sir.
So tell us about the 12, 12, 12, the portals open. What are you feeling? What do you think about the event and the people?
Wow, I'm feeling the intensity. I'm feeling hot right now, actually.
It's a little hot.
We just finished the ceremony here at the Miami Circle, here at the conference, Crystal Skull Conference. I'm Howard Dean, Howard Drum on Facebook. We have the Drum Dance Theater. We entertain to inform on environmental issues. Here's one of my frame drums, the sacred drum, for the ceremony. We're at the 12-12-12 Crystal Skull event here in Miami at the Miami Circle, and it's great to have the radio station here to broadcast what we're doing here on a spiritual level. Of course, it brought the family together here, all the three counties, Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County for South Florida. Of course, people are here from all over the world. But I do entertain to inform on environmental issues and mainly on the chemtrailing weather modification programs that are affecting people's upper respiratory conditions. And, you know, I just lost my mother to lung cancer here in Florida, which is why I'm here back from Maui, Hawaii, where I lived in California and Hawaii for the last 30 years. Grew up in New York, lived here part-time, and you know, lived in Marin, Southern Cal for 10 years, Northern Cal for 20, and back and forth to Maui for 15 years, and built some organic farms and eco centers there. Halikur Shangri-La Farm. Yeah, I was involved with Naked Juice back in California. We got the fresh juice business going, Naked Juice in Odwalla, and that was really fun. But my passion is the drumming. I'm drumming 50 years now, actually. I'll be 60 January 11th. I'll be 60. We're having a big party here in Miami.
DrumDanceTheater.com and Florida Econetwork.
I do. I have DrumDanceTheater.com. You can see some of the videos of the events that we've done there, and FloridaEconetwork.com, and that's more about the air quality issues and how it's affecting the water and the food, and the reaction to people, and even in relationships. We're finding that there's a lot of discord in communications because of the chemical toxicity that's affecting the nervous system and the electromagnetics pulsing in from HARP, billions of watts of power that are shooting from maybe 30 different directions around the planet. So they're putting all these aluminum, barium, and chromium, the ABCs of chemtrails. Alzheimer's has doubled in the last 10 years. Whooping cough is up 25%. Cancers, I just lost my mother to lung cancer, my brother's wife to cancer. He was in the hospital with heart stuff after a very heavy spray day.
They're literally poisoning us to sell us pharmaceutical drugs. Part of it.
Yeah, poisoning is I mean, like sugar's poison too, you know, but these heavy metals are toxifying the system. It's also acidifying the oceans. The coral reefs are bleaching out from the acidity. We're having trouble even growing tomatoes in Maui anymore outside because of the alkalining of the soil. We had to build greenhouses. Finally, they built greenhouses after I asked them for 5 years to build greenhouses up. In Why in the World Are They Spraying is a new movie from What in the World Are They Spraying, which had 2 million hits online last year. Now we have Why in the World Are They Spraying, and my partner at that time, Sherry Caput, she's an organic farmer out there in Maui. She's in the documentary Why in the World Are They Spraying. People could see it online. And you can see the greenhouse that we built out there, and they can only grow their tomatoes inside now. So it's getting to that point out here. I'm encouraging people here to put up greenhouses. I just did this beautiful ceremony with Florida Mayo. She's a Mayan grandmother, elder.
13 indigenous grandmother.
Yeah, she's one of the 13, and she has a beautiful farm in New Mexico, 40 acres, where she just built some temples. One, she's got a seed temple. She's got a temple of the water. She's lives right over an aquifer water supply. Tahitian, actually, she told me, and she has a seed temple, and she's building a greenhouse, and I'm like, hey, that sounds like a place to be. So it was great to have the opportunity, the honor to drum for her ceremony for everybody here in Miami.
And Howard, one of the things that really threw me was when I looked at your card here, the Florida Network, and then I flipped it over and I saw the thing about the chemtrails. It's so good to see someone else in the spiritual community talk about light and love and some real reality, because you don't find that too often. I find when I talk to a lot of people and I talk about the chemtrails, you hear I don't want to hear about that. It's lowering my vibration. Or, that to me is not grounding. That to me is not a master who's aware of all their surroundings. And the information and awareness is what helps activate other people to stop things like that. So it's very important to pay attention to this.
Yeah, and that's why we do the drum dance theater, because it brings the energy up. I used to have a card that was black on both sides. See this one. So we have the drum dance theater. We can show it to you later. Drum dance theater on this side, but the black side is the chemtrail card, and it used to be black on both sides. And we would show on the other side the lab reports from Arizona Skywatch, California Skywatch. Now we have Global Skywatch, so people can tune into chemtrails. Google it, chemtrail, CHEM, trails, one word. There's Facebook.
Contrails, chemtrail.
Right. So my documentary on the Florida Econetwork and also online on YouTube is called Haze. It's chemtrails versus contrails, where contrails is a condensation trail where commercial jets go by and they are actually condensation trails. It's just vapor freezing for a moment, depending on the temperature and the altitude. And it usually this tail will dissipate as the plane's leaving. So as the plane leaves, the trail leaves too. If you see a commercial, if you see another jet come by and it sprays and the plume stays for a while and starts spreading, that's the chemtrail. That's the aluminum, barium, and chromium.
And what I point out, it has a start and a finish. The contrail follows the plane. The chemtrails actually have a start where they start spraying and it stops and then that just stands out.
Well, sometimes they do. I mean, they cross through the sky here in Miami recently over Art Basel. They double crossed us at sundown. I mean, even the lines were pink because the sun was already down, reflecting into the chemicals. The metal flakes are the chemicals that they say they're reflecting the sun for global warming. That's their claim to fame. They're cooling things down for global warming. So we just want to bring more awareness, and so we bring the energy up, the frequency up with alkaline water, good food, fruits and vegetables. Build a greenhouse, grow your own food. Don't rely on them bringing you the GMO foods anymore, because, I mean, they've already jammed half of it down our throats, and they're trying to eradicate all organic farming with these heavy metals that they're spraying around the planet. I confronted the president of HAFA, the Hawaii Organic Farmers Association, because we were certifying organic farms in Maui, and I went to the food safety conference in the Big Island of Hawaii, and even though the radiation levels were off the charts over there because of the depleted uranium, and we got the VOG, we got the cane burning, and now we got the chemtrails, and confronted them with saying, hey, if your organic is free of heavy metals, then either don't certify people organic or take it out of your brochure that organic is free of heavy metals. Because now that they've sprayed the planet for 10 years that I know of with aluminum oxide, barium and chromium, that there is no true organic unless you're growing it yourself. I mean, they're not spraying pesticides on organic, but we got the heavy metals in the water and the food because it's coming from the air. So we're encouraging the organic farmers to get involved. The solar energy people are all over this thing, because when they block the sun for global warming, 1/4 to half their output is diminished because there's no sun. And we need the sun for photosynthesis. We need the sun for the algae growth in the ocean so they can absorb CO2. So it's actually doing an opposite effect, I call it, when they're spraying chemicals in the air for global warming. They're actually creating global warming, because if you put metal flakes of chemicals in the air and you shoot billions of watts of power into these metal flakes of chemicals in the air, actually these HARPs are called heaters. So you're heating up the atmosphere. You're actually called a shield. They're putting the shields up. They could put a shield up to block us from the radiation of the sun, but actually it's holding the heat in. These toxic chemicals are coming down on us, and a lot of people are sick on the ground. So we want people to wake up, look up, speak up, and call your health departments and all your representatives and tell them you want them to stop spraying us with the chemtrails. And
thank you so much, Howard, for coming out.
So just on a more positive note.
Yes, let's end with a positive note.
Drumming for peace. Drumming for peace. Drumming for peace for the Middle East. I'm drumming for peace for myself, at least right now. Drumming for peace. Drumming for peace. drumming for peace for the Middle East. Drumming for peace for myself, at least right now. So all we have is the moment.
Thank you, Howard, for coming out.
All right, thanks for having us. All right, God bless.
Excellent. Flora de Mayo. I always get her name a little confused.
Flora de Mayo.
Flora de Mayo. And amazing drumming you did, amazing ceremony, lots of energies moving.
Thank you, sir.
So tell us about the 12-12-12, the portals open. What are you feeling? What do you think about the event and the people?
Wow, I'm feeling the intensity.
3, 2, 1. And we're now sitting here with Howard Dean, the official drummer for
Tony. We're at the 12-12-12 Crystal Skull event here in Miami at the Miami Circle, and it's great to have the radio station here to broadcast what we're doing here on a spiritual level. Of course, it brought the family together here, all the 3 counties, Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County for South Florida. Of course, people are here from all over the world. I'm feeling hot right now, actually. We just finished the ceremony here at the Miami Circle, here at the conference, Crystal Skull Conference. I'm Howard Dean, Howard Drum on Facebook. We have the Drum Dance Theater. We entertain to inform on environmental issues. Here's one of my frame drums, the sacred drum for the ceremonial world. But I do entertain to inform on environmental issues and mainly on the chemtrailing weather modification programs that are affecting people's upper respiratory conditions. And, you know, I just lost my mother to lung cancer here in Florida, which is why I'm here back from Maui, Hawaii, where I lived in California and Hawaii for the last 30 years.